grow could be so interesting.
Lenora. If anybody was going to be a serial
to see
killer,
you again.
it would be you.
I've completed my assignments, Professor.
Pleased to hear it. Professor Weasley will be too. I'll be sure to let her know how well you're coming along.
Thank you, Professor.
Professor Hecat tells me she taught you Levioso, so you should be ready for a more advanced levitation charm. Wingardium Leviosa requires a bit of concentration and a nice, graceful wand movement. Let's see you try your hand at it.
Professor Garlick, a moment of your time?
The plants are resting, so now's as good a time as any.
I was wondering, what made you want to teach herbology?
How lovely of you to
I
ask.
actually do love her
I've
outfit,
always had
apart
an
from the
affinity
collar
for
bit.
greenery, so this situation is a
But
bit
the
of a dream
tunic,
come
I
true.
love a good tunic.
After graduation, I was thrilled to be asked to step in for my old herbology professor. He'd had a slight accident, you see.
Oh dear. A shame for him, but it worked out well for you.
Well, he never cared, really cared for the plants, and they could sense it. Oh, you'd be surprised how perceptive a plant can be. At any rate, the trouble began one day when he cut into a wigan tree. Unfortunately for him, its leaves were hiding a bowtruckle. You may recall the marvelous creatures that resemble a twig. The little beast gouged the professor's eyes quite fiercely, but terrifying, I'd imagine. Likely for the professor, too.
And that's when you took over as the herbology professor.
Well, not quite. After 3 weeks at St. Mungo's, my predecessor regained a tiny bit of his eyesight. He insisted on returning to the greenhouse. Within a week, he claims by accident, kicked a Chinese chomping cabbage, so it was back to St. Mungo's for him.
That is comical.
Fair bit of bad luck there, I'd say.
Well, I felt awful for him, but I dare say I felt a bit more sympathy for the cabbage. Upon his discharge from the hospital, his indifference to plants had turned to utter disdain. He lost what little patience he had left with a particularly temperamental venomous tentacula, and,
Bloody hell.
well, his resulting leave of absence continues to this day.
I don't feel
I'm
sorry
glad
for him.
everything worked out as it did.
It's
and
like
that you're
working
the
with
herbology
animals and
professor
beating them
now.
up.
Very kind of
the
you to
point.
say. I do love these gardens and helping my students grow. Huh. Lovely speaking with you. Have a wonderful day. Oh, and remember, be kind to your Wigan trees.
Welcome, everyone. I see you've already met some of the many beasts we study in this class. Though be advised, none of these creatures should be taken lightly. They are all in their own way dangerous, especially if one does not know how to handle them properly. Now, it seems many of you are out of practice. Let's take some time to review the basics of how to care for a beast, shall we? Miss Sweeting, would you please assist our new student with the lesson today?
Yes, Professor Howen. Hello, I'm Poppy Sweeting. Don't worry about Professor Howen's speech. She
We're in the same
over-exaggerates
house.
sometimes. All the beasts in class are perfectly safe. Oh!
Miss Sweeting, pay attention, please. The tongue of a puffskein can be a slippery devil.
Oh, yes, Professor. Here, you can practice on Gerald. Just keep an eye out for his tongue.
Oh, Gerald. Look at his little eyes. Duncan's
You
not
can use
here.
my brush. Just be gentle. Oh, and think
Pleasant thoughts.
I like to think it enriches his experience.
Oh,
That's
Gerald,
lovely.
you're so
I'm sure
cute.
he feels much better. I think he might be hungry. Would you mind giving him some beef?
I
What do you
want
suppose
one.
the pellets taste like to Gerald? Pudding, I like to think. I
I
think we
always
can
thought
safely
beef.
say that Gerald likes you.
That's good news. He seems very nice.
He is. Kindness is one of his best qualities, right after ambition. And cleanliness.
Good work, everyone. Now, let's make our way to the pens and select another beast. And please, do be careful as you feed and groom them.
Gerald, what's
Sweeting,
going on, bud?
why don't you show our new student to the Neasels in the farthest pen?
This way. The Neasels are over here.
Cute kitties.
Oh, couple of knees or whiskers ought to get me a few canuts at least. Enough to buy something from Honeydukes. Stupid thing. Oh.
I would honestly Avada Kedavra him right there and then, if I heard it.
What are you doing?
Ugh, tuss, peculiar Poppy. Worried about a worthless little rodent?
Her name is Persephone!
Her name is Persephone!
You don't even have a name. You're literally Slytherin student, so you can fuck off. Alright?
Let's go.
I can't believe you didn't get detention. You literally just tried to mutilate an animal.
Those two don't belong anywhere near this class. Poachers in training. Persephone was onto them instantly. Thank you for your help. Let's carry on. Feed and brush the Neasels just as you did with Gerald. The Neasels really took to you.
It appears our time has come to an end.
Wait.
Please close the pens and see yourselves out. Now, where is...
There we go. Finished.
Hello, Professor. You wanted to speak with me?
I did. How did you find your first beasts lesson?
Lenient.
It was wonderful. I believe I'm really going to enjoy this class.
Good. You seem to understand that when beasts are properly controlled, they can play a vital role in our lives. Some provide us with magically imbued materials, if cared for correctly, which does not include torturing them for whiskers. Well done, by the way. Probably best to let me handle it next time.
Yes, Professor.
What do you
They're
mean let
nearly
you
as bad
handle
as
it?
the
Get in there.
Savagers in Rookwood's poacher pack. Sadly, we're the ones who suffer, stumbling over dead beasts. Terrible waste of resources.
Surely the poachers can be brought to justice by someone. The Ministry, perhaps.
An optimistic idea. Now, why don't we focus on more immediate matters that we can control? Professor Weasley has asked that I prepare some assignments designed to help you catch up to the other 5th years. Be on the lookout for my owl. Meanwhile, I also encourage you to study as many beasts as you can on your own time.
Fair. Hold on. Hello, Poppy.
Did you need something, Poppy?
Thank you again for saying something to those brutes so that I didn't have to. You were an augury at noon in the desert.
I certainly hope that's a good thing.
It's something my gran and I say. It means that something or someone is a welcome surprise. At least, that's what we decided it meant.
I couldn't stand there and watch them harm the poor thing.
We're of a similar mind. Actually, in light of that, there's someone I'd like you to meet. In the forest.
Yeah, should I be
I'm
worried?
not sure. What's this all about?
You'll see. I promise you have nothing to fear.
I mean,
I wouldn't
Okay.
take just anyone there. In fact, you're the first.
Really?
look how tiny they are. That's
Thank
so
you,
adorable.
I think.
As I said, we think alike. Pleasant surprise.
I guess I should switch to not Oh, I still only feed and groom stuff whilst I'm going into the forest. Fair. If I run, does she run? Oh, this is top speed. And I'm overtaking.
Quite the weather we're having, don't you think?
All that practice with Lodgok.
Poppy, where are you taking me?
It really is much better if I just show you. It's just
Taking
ahead.
up the inside. Another inside curve. Oh, yeah. Oh. I'd say we drew.
Stand back.
Cute.
Please meet Highwing. Isn't she just magnificent?
Yes.
Go on, introduce yourself to her. But be careful. You must always show hippogriffs the proper courtesy before you approach them.
And if he likes you, he'll bow back. And if he doesn't, we'll get to that later. He likes me.
I knew it. I don't think I've ever seen a hippogriff take to someone this quickly. You can feed and brush her
I
if you'd
think
like.
he'll let you ride him.
I come and check on her every once in a while. Bring her pasties, tell her what's going on in the castle. You wouldn't know from looking
Sorry,
at
this
her, but she's a dreadful busybody.
Oh, this is really dumb. There we go. Oh. Where am I? Oh no, I've gone. I think I'm stationary. Or I'm like back at Hogwarts. Oh.
So, what did you think of Highwing?
Loved her.
I thought she was
Thought it was a he.
brilliant. Can't believe you introduced me to her.
I suspected you two might get along.
Are you the reason students have been seeing hippogriffs flying above the Forbidden Forest?
Perhaps. Did you know that once you earn a hippogriff's trust, they'll always be there for you?
Cute.
I've seen it firsthand with her.
How exactly did you and Highwing cross paths?
It's a longer story, but I rescued her from poachers a few years back. Got her to safety and, well, she was fine until recently. You may have noticed that poachers are something of a problem in the area, so I worry they could get her again. And I might not be there next time.
Professor Howard mentioned the poachers as well. She seemed
Wearing
to
the
imply
wrong
that we could
robe.
rely on the
Not
ministry
the
to
outer
help.
robe.
I don't often agree with Professor
Either one.
Howin, but on that, I fear she's right. The poachers' influence is growing. I see them every day in the village, lingering, talking to people. They're up to something. I'm just not sure what.
We can do it. Me and Natty already have a
That
a
does
rebellion
seem
going as
strange.
well.
Sounds as if they're planning something.
The three of us?
Exactly. I think I'm going to look into it. Find out what's going on. What they're doing.
I think that's a fine idea. Information is power.
And the more I know, the better I can keep Highwing safe.
You seem undeterred. Will you let me know what you find out?
Oh, very well. I will. I should be going, but we'll speak again soon, I hope.
You got a friend in me. Ooh, money.
Hello, friend. I wonder if you might stop by the Three Broomsticks when you can.
Word
I'd like
for
your
me,
help with
Bobby.
something.
As I mentioned, my sister Anne misses Hogwarts, and she hasn't been herself lately. I'd like to take you up on your promise to visit her. I'm heading to Feldcroft soon, so I'll look forward to seeing you there. It's just
Nice,
south of
I
Hogwarts.
will.
By the way, hope you're faring well with the blasting curse. It's still one of my favorites.
Yes, teach me more, please.
Now that you've attended Beasts class, I've asked Deek to assist you in using the room to further your studies in that regard. Please meet him there when you can.
I've not heard from my Uncle Roland in quite some time. I've been beside myself with worry. Could you meet me in the courtyard?
For sure. Adelaide. Meow. Oh, you can't actually. You can, like, go along the water. That's nice.
Deek?
Ah, Deek is so happy to see you. Deek
Deek.
noticed this bag in the room the other day. You must need it
I
to
actually
help
love
with
the
your
material
schoolwork.
he's wearing.
Deek has seen one of these before. Deek
I
calls
like that
it
tartan.
a knapsack. Perfect for gathering and transporting beasts.
Nice abduction.
Pleasant little breeze.
I have been thinking about something Professor Howin said in Beasts class, that I should study as many beasts as I can, on my own time. She also mentioned that poachers have been active in the area, so perhaps the beasts will be safer with us than out there on their own.
Precisely what Deek was thinking. You see, the room knew exactly what you needed, and luckily,
Maybe.
Deek can show you how to best use the knapsack and where.
It's the argument if zoos are actually good. I know
Come along then.
conservation. Maybe.
Our first stop will be beyond the castle grounds. We can leave now, or you can come and find Deek when you're ready to go.
Let's go, Deek. Let's go. This
I'm
beard
ready
is
to learn how to
surprisingly
use the
good for an elf as well.
Perfect. Deek loves an outing.
I've just noticed it. He's got like it all down his neck. Because I went to a zoo
That was a dark
still a
time
couple of
in
years ago.
Deek's life. Deek found himself in service of the cruelest wizard he ever met.
Sad.
A nasty poacher. Deek hated working for him.
But yeah,
he did
zoos are
horrible
depressing
things
if you're
to
not a
beautiful
child.
beasts. Oh. It was during those days that Deek first saw a knapsack. It'll be nice to see one used for good.
Sad. Oh, look at the little ball and face. Don't run from me.
We have arrived. Deek enjoys coming here to watch the beasts, especially the potful of puffskeins nearby. It will be nice to keep them safe. All you will need to do is get close, direct the open knapsack toward the puffskein, and in it'll go.
All right.
Hello, my babies. Oh,
Now, I'm only trying to help. Leviosa.
oh, can I not Leviosa them? Come back here.
You got one!
Revelio.
Don't worry, you won't be alone. Gonna get the ball.
Leviosa.
Oh, it worked.
There. Revelio.
Oh, there's a big one over there. Look at them.
Leviosa.
This is how predators hunt. Singles one off.
Everything's all right
That's
now.
pink.
Revelio.
Where did you run to? You made it far. I don't feel good about this. I think I would feel worse if I didn't get them all. Because then like that little one's going to be on its own, so. Don't run from me. Don't run. Makes it more difficult.
I'll look
No.
after you. I managed to rescue a puffskein.
I have, like, I
Rescue
just
as
imagine it
many as the knapsack
being in my
will
arms
hold.
and then
Poachers capture puffskeins and,
stroking ferociously
well,
whilst
Deek
it's like,
isn't sure what they do with them. Deek is certain they will be safer with you. Now, not all beasts will be as simple to rescue as a puffskein. Deek suggests you next find a beast that can fly. A jobberknoll, perhaps.
All right. Where would I find one?
Deek knows of some to the west, nesting in a large tree overlooking Hogwarts. But we must be careful. Deek has seen poachers in the area recently.
Deek, I'm a
Deek will meet you
poacher
there
now. You
whenever
made
you're
me
ready.
this. The difference is I don't necessarily want to kill things. I don't think that I can kill them once I get them. Hey, Deek. He's got his glasses on.
Shall we continue?
That was
Oh,
cute.
good. Deek was worried about you, what with all
Oh,
the
his beard's
poachers
not
in
as
the area.
impressive as I thought.
Perhaps we should work quickly.
I think it was just the lighting.
jobberknolls are just here, in this large tree. If it's helpful, Deek has seen Levioso used to slow flying beasts. Easier to get in close and use the
I
knapsack.
can also just use the resto memento.
Then I shall go and rescue a jobberknoll.
Good luck. Deek will be waiting.
Always watching. He's got his glasses on. I mean, I got the wrong one.
Do cooperate, won't you? Professor Howin will never believe this.
Shit, can I use Accio? Accio me a mad. Ooh. Bless it. I make the rule or nothing. I think there was still more. Come to me. Is there one? I don't want you to be alone. This cruel, cruel world.
I rescued a jobberknoll.
Deek hopes your jobberknoll finds the knapsack nice and cozy. Poachers want them for their feathers, and are not kind when they gather them.
Are there any other beasts nearby?
Just one that Deek knows of, a herd of moon calves. They live in a clearing of trees up this footpath. Deek will see you there.
Ooh, I'm going to kidnap some moon calves. Kidnap, kidnap, kidnap. Moon nap. Calf nap. Ooh, hold on, Deek. Keep your glasses on. Meow.
Hello, Deek. Is this the clearing you mentioned?
It is. Moon calves gather near the large tree with the spiral pattern in front, but only under the light of the moon. So, unfortunately, unless you have a way to hasten time, you might sometimes have to wait until nightfall to see them.
I have a way.
I shall go and find a moon calf then.
Deek will be waiting for your return.
Where there's a will, there's a way.
How would you like to learn the knockback jinx flipendo? Once
Yes,
you've completed the
yes, I
necessary
would.
tasks, come and find me.
Revelio.
Just ignore that. Okay, we can get most of them. Oh yeah, I've got a couple here. Sorry lads, sorry lads.
Revelio.
I'm on. I wish this bag would collect like multiple times, like if you had a group. Get them all.
Revelio.
Don't be afraid. All your friends are in here.
Everything's all right. Revelio.
Look at it run. You don't have to be the fastest, you just have to not be the slowest. Sec, I'm gonna get everybody anyway.
Settle Revelio.
I knew there was one more. Don't have to be alone in this world. You can be in my bag with everybody else. Come back.
Revelio.
Set wall.
It was a bit trickier than the others, but I have a moon calf now.
Another beast, safe and sound. Shame we didn't see the moon calves dancing. It's a marvelous sight. Deek supposes you're finished here. He'll be able to rescue many more beasts, but for now, let's bring the ones you've gathered back to the room.
All right.
Deek will meet you back in the room whenever you're ready.
Deek couldn't have operated with me.
There you are. Now, we need to show the beast you rescued their new home.
Deek looks so
But, not enough room to let them out here. Imagine all those beasts running amok. That wouldn't do at all. Perhaps if you focus on what your beasts need, the room will provide.
Say what you need. Say what you need.
What exactly did you think of? Heavens! You've done it!
But what is it?
Deek isn't sure. Only one way
You've
to
done
find out.
something.
Meet you inside when you're ready.
Can I? Yeah. We could all live here. Screw the outside
Look at
world.
this. It's amazing.
I'd definitely get lost in here. Have my own little house.
It seems
Imagine
to
when
be
I wasn't a
place for
student,
your
I'd
beasts
literally have to
live,
stay.
a
I couldn't
vivarium
leave.
of some sort.
The flu
Your
flame.
beasts will be quite comfortable here. They'll live healthy, safe lives. Perhaps you want to release them. Let them see their new home. Oh. Oh. Deek thinks the vivarium will be a fitting new home for your beasts.
Indeed. I only hope we'll have enough space for all of them.
Deek hopes so too. But if you do run out of room, Madam Peck at Brood and Peck in Hogsmeade will help to find safe homes for them.
Any beasts the room can't
Nice.
hold?
Yes, she's well known for helping to care for beasts in need. And
We're doing a Noah's
she'll
Ark
give you
situation,
a fair
Deek.
price for them.
Pairs.
Speaking of care,
Breeding pairs.
beasts that are well
That's all.
fed and groomed will provide you with valuable magical materials, such as puffskein hair, for example. If you gather some magical materials from your beasts, Deek can show you how to use them.
Very well.
Nice.
I shall let you know when I have some.
Where are you going? I feel like there's one more Jobberknock. There you are. Sorry, that was probably the rude way. No, 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 no. Come back, please. Oops. Please don't. Kill this. It's a slip of the hand.
I've collected some magical materials, Deek.
Now, Deek can show you how to use them. First, you'll need to use this spellcraft to conjure an enchanted loom.
An enchanted loom.
Exactly. It will allow you to use your magical materials to weave magic into the very threads of your clothing,
Nice.
making your clothing more useful in a variety of ways. Why don't you try it? Deek thinks you'll be impressed with what the loom can
The
do.
loom of the
I'll go
man.
and experiment with the loom now. That came out nicely. I should show Deek.
Deek, I did it. Are you impressed?
I used the enchanted loom, Deek.
Wonderful.
Will I be able to weave even more powerful magic into my clothing with the loom?
You will, by rescuing even more powerful beasts. For now, however, Deek suggests you explore the vivarium and get to know the beasts you've already rescued.
Thank you for your help, Deek.
I need to clean my glasses. Goodness. That plant lady's not going to sell me anything. Oh, hello.
You'll see it was a mistake parting ways with me.
Sir, is everything all right?
How kind of you to ask. The name's Ackley Barnes. And no, it is not. I'm plotting a sort of revenge against my ex-business partner, a conniving fiend by the name of Alfred Lawley. He cut me out of our herbology supply business, just as we were getting started. Said I was too volatile to work with. I'll show him volatile.
I'm doubling down.
I can see why he said that. You do seem angry.
Of course I'm angry now, in large part due to his absurd overreaction to what is simply passion for my work. Supercilious fool. He's passionate about things too, as I intend to remind him by relieving him of his prized possession. A venomous tentacula he's grown from a seedling that was to be the keystone of our business venture. I can't get anywhere near it with Ruth Singer watching me like an augury. Lawley's doing, no doubt. But no one would suspect a student. How would you feel about committing some grand plant larceny?
Sure.
I'll get the venomous tentacula for you.
Marvelous. I know
should
a
have
fellow
worded it.
seeker of justice
I'll get the
when I
venomous
see one.
tentacula.
Take as many herbology supplies
I'll
as you like
rescue it.
while you're in his
Put it
cellar.
with the puff scheme.
All I ask is that you bring me the venomous tentacula.
Never. Mine.
Remember, I just need that venomous tentacula.
Okay. Well, this is a little bit creepy.
This must be the cellar. Now, to find that venomous tentacula.
You can't see me.
Better not let Mr. Lawley see me.
Oh god, is he coming over here?
Where is that venomous tentacula?
Oh, I didn't even... Never mind. Never mind. Tunneled. Oh my god, that's alive. That was like the creepiest thing ever.
I wonder they haven't taken over the whole house.
You can't stop an avalanche that races down the street. See me, I'm the avalanche. Hold on. If they had any mandrake, that'd be beautiful. Crying at myself like a crazy person. Oh yeah. I tried to get this. Go to me.
Now that I have the venomous tentacula, I should return to Mr. Barnes.
What could be? Stop! Stop, bandit!
Can't I just kill him? Oh, I see. He's only gonna move if I make him move. If you come over here. I won't just steal your venomous tentacula. Be one less tentacula for you.
Any luck retrieving a certain friend of mine?
Hello, Mr. Barnes. I have that venomous tentacula.
Wish I could see Lawley's face when he realizes his prized possession is gone. We'll see who's volatile now. Well done. I'll take it off your hands now.
I don't think so. Oh,
It wasn't as easy to come by as I had expected. I'd like to be paid for my troubles.
Only fair, I suppose. I can respect your business acumen. Here's a little something for your next trip to Zonko's. Thank you again for your help. I suspect you have a bright future.
Glad you came.
Hello, Serona. I received your owl.
hey,
How are you?
Hello, my friend. Did you ever find Lodgog?
I did, thank you. We had a good conversation. He sends you his best.
Glad to hear it. I shan't ask for details of your little chat, and I'll refrain from telling you to be careful yet again. But I hope you will be, whatever your plans.
Of course. Your owl mentioned you're needing my help with something.
I do.
I like her.
I
She's
thought
so nice.
you might be just the person to do a favour for my friend Dorothy Sprottle in Upper Hogsfield.
I've actually met Mrs. Sprottle. I recently spoke with her about her friend, Claire Beaumont.
She's lovely. Her late husband Aidan was a friend of my father's. In fact, I'd stayed with Dot and Aidan the summers I waited tables here as a student. I've seen her a few times since Aidan passed, but the pub's been so busy lately, I've not been as attentive as I'd have liked. I wonder if you might pop in and see her. She may need some help collecting ingredients for her supply of Wiggenweld potion. And you could retrieve something of mine in the process. A box, full of old letters and such.
That was really suspicious, but I'm not going to ask.
I'll try
I like
to
you
see her
enough
when I
that
can.
if you want to tell me, you can.
World to me and to Dorothy.
Or I'll read them.
Aidan was bringing the box of letters to me when he was taken ill. Dot can tell you where he might have dropped it. You'll find the hamlet just north of Hogsmeade. Please do give Dot my love.
yeah. We are looting. But there's a bloody demiguise in here. I'm going to have to wait till night.
Revelio. What do we have here? Demiguise.
What's suspicious is how Mr. Moon would find himself in here. In this private room in the Three Broomsticks. Unless it's literally just like a place to sleep. I thought it was more like Serona's place. But she might not live in the pub that she works at. Suspicious? I think so. Dorothy. Dorothy.
Nice to see you again, Mrs. Sprottle. Actually, Serona Ryan asked if I'd come and see you.
Oh, dear Serona, a gem. Has been for as long as I've known her.
She thought you might need help collecting ingredients for your Wiggenweld potion.
And she's correct. My darling Aidan used to collect Horklumps for me. Since he died, my supply has dwindled.
I'm sorry for your loss, Mrs. Sprottle.
Oh, thank you. Love of my life. A bit lost without him. If you wouldn't mind gathering some Horklumps for me, I'd be happy to compensate you for your time.
I do have some, I guess. I can dip into my supply.
Oh, thank you. How wonderful. The travelling vendors will be thrilled to replenish their stock of Wiggenweld potion.
Serona also mentioned that Mr. Sprottle was bringing her a box of letters when he fell ill.
Indeed he was. I'd almost forgotten. I stumbled upon it just before Aidan died. He was hoping to go through it with Serona over a butterbeer or two. Those two were always like two bowtruckles in a branch. Aidan took ill when he was collecting Horklumps on his way to see her. He made it home, but I fear he dropped the box in the cavern. The cavern is in the hills just southwest of our hamlet. You can gather Horklumps and collect the box of letters there.
Thanks. I'll replenish what you took from me.
Thank you, Mrs. Sprottle.
Thank you. I'll be here if you are able to collect those Horklumps.
You don't what?
And the vendors I help would greatly appreciate it.
I think I've just given you some, haven't I? Cheeky. Very cheeky, Dorothy.
This must be the cavern Mrs. Sprottle mentioned, but I still need to visit the cave to find Sirona's box of letters. Perhaps better have a look around, see about the hawk lumps and the box of letters. Confringo!
Where ma'am?
That's all the hawk lumps for now. Mrs. Sprottle should be pleased.
She's already got hers. She's not getting any more from me. Is that's a giant cage. A lot of bat activity. Really be quiet. Goodness. What are these ominous noises? Goodness. What are you?
Either I'll have to fight that troll, or avoid it altogether.
Never. I never back down from a fight. Yeah. Oh, it didn't work. Damn it. I kind of just thought I could walk away. Next one, kablam. Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh, what did I do? Acquire all three combat plants and use them simultaneously. Oh, nice.
This must be Sirona's box of letters.
Nice.
I should take this. I think that's everything. Sirona will be glad to have this back.
I do see enemies over there. It doesn't have to. It doesn't really say I have to use them in combat, but oh my goodness! Get the juice! Oh, I did die. I was like, oh, I'm still alive. Oh, there's only one now. Honestly, I don't even care if I kill you off, so.
What was that?
Go, cabbages!
Expulso! Hold still!
Back in those
Getting really sick of you. Still one.
What about you taking down that troll in the village circle? You certainly made an impression.
Hello,
Thank
Serona.
you.
I have good news. I was able to provide your friend Mrs. Sprottle with some Horklums for her Wiggenweld potion, and I found your box of letters.
Oh, thank you. I knew you were the one to ask.
I'm glad I could be of help. Mrs. Sprottle sends her best.
Don't know what I'd have done without her and Aiden. Thank you, again, for helping her, and for returning this box of letters. It's nice to reflect on good memories.
Nice. Is this a bridge?
Lumos.
Or is it that bridge?
Enchanted candles.
So glad I fucking checked.
Wonder where they're
Imagine.
heading. The candles seem to be leading into the Forbidden Forest.
Do they? You two.
Avada is painless. How utterly boring. Ah, who needs the unforgivables? Plenty of even nastier spells to use. Crucio is my favorite unforgivable.
I don't know why they weren't attacking me.
Treasure must be nearby. I suppose a picnic in the Forbidden Forest. Treasure hunting suits me.
Nice.
Perhaps a hybrid.
I finished the activities you assigned me, Professor Garlick.
Wonderful. I hope you gained a greater appreciation for the flora in our lives. I am forever enraptured by it. Just yesterday, I spent hours pruning my self-fertilizing shrubs and flutterby bushes. Didn't realize how long I'd been at it until the sun began to set. Well, if there's one thing I love to see more than my plants thriving, it's one of my students doing the same. Now, ready to learn Flipendo? Chin up, keep a light grip, and it's all in the wrist. Let's see you give it a go.
A lot of things are all in the wrist.
You will want
I'm really good at
wonderfully
focusing.
done. If you'd like to practice a bit more,
Let's do it.
do so here. Look at that. You're a natural.
Professor, I was wondering where you're from. What's your background?
Oh, how nice of you to ask. Well, let's see. I grew up in London, right on the Thames.
That sounds lovely. All the sights and bustle of a city.
To some, yes. I used to dream of living in the country, but it wasn't until I came to Hogwarts that I felt truly at home. Mind you, it did take some time, and whilst it is my fervent hope that each student eventually feels as at home here as I do, it is not always the case.
I suppose that makes sense.
Well, we each bloom differently, don't we? Some of us, like Devil's Snare, thrive in the shadows, whilst others crave the attention of a bouncing bulb. And we each grow and thrive according to our own plan. Oh, I was terribly nervous when I arrived at the castle. You see, as a child, I knew nothing of witches or wizards. You can imagine how astonished I was to receive my letter from Hogwarts. I spent a good deal of time alone in either the greenhouse or the library my first days here.
Sweet.
It does take a while to adjust to being here.
Precisely, and I was remarkably fortunate. In fact, a 7th year took me under her wing during those first days. She remains one of my dearest friends.
Was it Serona Ryan?
It was indeed. How on earth did you know that?
I've
Serona
read the
has been
letters.
a good friend to me as well. In fact, I retrieved a box of letters from Mrs. Sprottle for her.
Oh, darling Mrs. Sprottle. She was always astonished I knew as much magic as I did, being Muggle-born. I dare say you'll find that the friends you make here at Hogwarts will last a lifetime. Now, I'd best get to my recent delivery from the Magic Neep. Mr. Teasdale promised me quite an assortment of seeds this week. Lovely to see you.
Nice. Make a move towards me. How dare you? Hiya! I need to go talk you, Adelaide. Oh, Lord. No. Is she here? Is she literally here? Is that why? Are you Adelaide? Are you Adelaide? Nope. Gosh, where is bloody Adelaide? Oh. I hope. Adelaide. Adelaide. Oh, God damn it, Adelaide.
Hello, Adelaide. I received your owl.
Thank you for coming. You see, my Uncle Roland is a metal trader who's quite well known in the goblin community. He normally sends me owls every week when he's on his business travels. In his last owl, he alluded to dealings with those radical goblins, Ranrock's loyalists. It's been ages since that owl and I'm worried. What with the troll attack on Hogsmeade and the rumours that goblins may have been involved, well, I'm fearing the worst. Should I be worried about my uncle, or am I overthinking this?
No, you should be worried.
I think you're right to be concerned, Adelaide. Your uncle may be in trouble.
You're much more understanding than Professor Weasley. She heard I was going to look for him and forbade me from leaving the grounds. She's convinced he can handle himself, but I can't concentrate on anything until I know
Well, it's
he's
more
all
like,
right.
what can you do?
Could you try to find out for me?
Her responsibility
From
is
what
you
I
rather
hear,
than
you're
your uncle.
almost as adventurous as Uncle Roland.
I can do it.
I'll try and look into it for you, Adelaide.
Thank you.
I'll bring him back, dead or
He's
alive.
very
Don't you
thorough
worry,
in his
Adelaide.
record keeping. Notes all his
You'll have
trades
your
in a
answer.
journal, makes maps. In fact, in his last owl, he drew me a map of his next stop. He'd planned to set up camp north of here. I do hope you're able to find out where he is. Thank you again for any help you can provide.
I pinky promise.
Oh, Uncle Roland, what have you got?
Instead of right this moment, Adelaide.
Uncle Roland is all right.
Looks a little overrun.
It's my turn for patrol.
Oh.
Ranrock's loyalists, just ahead. Should I take them by force or be discreet?
We're going Petrificus Totalis.
Oh, there's a hole in my pocket.
Squid, I'll find ya.
I honestly wanted to destroy the fucking barrels.
Wonder how long I'm supposed to do this for.
Look at you. Look at you. What the fuck, you dick! So, fine.
What have we here? Another human?
Well, you can't see through these bars. Can I close this cage?
Someone out there. Somewhere.
I've been fighting since.
You will suffer.
Now, to find out what happened here. Adelaide said that her uncle kept notes of his trades, maps. Perhaps these landmarks will lead me to him.
Okay, we're gonna try and do this stealthily. We're gonna try. That's all we can ask for. We only ask for effort. There's so many like over there. I'm assuming they're animals rather than scouts. They sound like dogs.
What do we have here?
They're not on the move. No, they're not on the move. Flip a troll's club in its face. Use a mandrake against an enemy. Keep 2 enemies airborne. We only have 1 mandrake. I'll do as many as I can, like kind of sneaky. Ah! Look.
The looks of that encampment.
I definitely would have just nudged that side. Patroclus Totalis. I'd say we just go for it because then I can keep these 2 airborne.
Just you wait till I'm on solid ground.
Hiya. Oh, wrong one. Oops. Okay, Trolls Club. In his face. Oh, Flipendo. The music would suggest
A ladder. That's what I need.
that people know I'm here.
Not the best place for an unaccompanied student.
In my head, I'm like, now you're concerned.
Next time, huh?
This is the spot on the map. I'd best have my wits about me.
You'd be more concerned with his friend, but fine. I'm gonna have to go back for that troll. Gonna have to do some acrobatics. Oh, come on.
Still clear.
Is it?
Die quietly.
There's nobody to help you anyway.
This castle's hiding.
Those goblins in my family worked in the mines at one time or other. Why is it grapple, you are?
Listen, there were 2 of them, and I was like, I can take them. I can definitely take them. Tonight we're going hard. Just like the words are. You, sir. Damn it, I can't fucking stupefy my drool. Yeah, here we are. Meow. Can you throw something at me? Throw something. Yeah. Die, bitch. Yeah. Woo!
Rest easy.
Oh, yeah. Not doing it sneaky.